Why are you here?
Well, I'm here because I think that the Israelis are behaving terribly and oppressing in every way the Palestinians. They're more than oppressing, they're killing them.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
So they're more than just oppressing them, which they've been doing for many, many years.
Right.
But they're actually killing them.
Killing them.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Over 2,000 Palestinians have been killed, or Gazans actually.
Right. Okay.
And you know, I'm a Jew.
And you're Jewish?
Yes. I always felt the Jews couldn't oppress other people because they have been so oppressed across the centuries. But I'm wrong.
Right.
Because they are now a sort of nationalist state. They're behaving like any other nationalist state.
You're referring to Zionism?
It's sort of. I mean, I don't want to be... I don't want to say... I don't want to hang a particular label on myself.
Right.
Okay?
All right. And who are all these people? Is everyone here Jewish?
Most of them. I don't know.
Most of them these are Jewish.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe everyone is. I'm not sure about the woman with the cap because I don't really know her.
Okay. What is this an organization?
Well, it's something called Women in Black.
Women in Black.
Yes, but you know that is an organization. What happened is in 1988, at the time of the Second Intifada, a group of Jewish Israeli women in Jerusalem got together and they stood on a street corner with signs saying "End the occupation."
In 1988.
1988.
Okay.
Right? And then what happened is all over Israel, women's groups in different cities. There's a big contingent in Haifa, but they, you know, and then groups of women like here.
Yeah.
We're here since 2001, so we're not...
Women in Black started in 2001.
No. It started in 1988 in Jerusalem.
Okay.
But since then, there have been women in black groups really all over the world. Many of them are against the occupation of Palestine.
Are they different groups, or are they affiliated with the same movement?
There's no affiliation. They're all independent.
Independent. Okay.
So there are, for example, there's another group up in the northern part of Manhattan.
Okay. Would you say there's a large Jewish population that is against the occupation?
A large Jewish population? I mean, where are you talking about? I mean,
right here in New York, or in Israel?
There is, because there is now a growing number of groups in different cities across the United States. Jewish groups who are forming. I mean, they may not be existing Jewish groups. They may sort of form on this issue, and they stand or protest. So there is an increasing number.
Okay.
You know, there is a group, a national group called
Jewish Forces for Peace. Okay.
And this is an issue that they do many things, but this is an issue that they have taken up.
Okay.
You know, and they're a group that's across the country. I mean, so are women in black groups across the country.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time.
Well, listen, I appreciate your interest because
I'm very interested.
Many of us, I feel this particularly as a Jew.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I would object as a non-Jew, but as a Jew, I think, how can we, who have suffered over the centuries, how can we
occupy? Yeah.
How can we? I mean, the whole occupation.
Do you feel that you get a bite back from other Jews?
Well, I'll tell you, when we started, we got a lot of fight back, but now we don't. Oh, I don't mean to say we don't get some fight. We do.
Yeah.
But so much less than 10 years ago.
Okay. Well, do you think the media coverage has changed slightly? So you think that the media coverage, the change in media coverage has affected...
Actually, I don't think so. I think it's probably just changes in discussions in the Jewish community, because there are discussions in synagogues and so on.
Right. And what do you think the general consensus is in the synagogues?
Oh, well, I think most synagogues are much more traditional than we are.
Okay.
And they have the attitude, you have to support Israel because its security,
Right.
it's threatened. And I feel Israel, after all, has a tremendous army. And, they have nuclear bombs.
Right. And Palestine does not.
Palestine does not.
Right.
Most countries in the Middle East are
Right.
suffering.
Well,
So,
I appreciate your time.
well, I appreciate your interest.
Okay. I'll talk to your counterpart.
Please.
Okay. How you doing? I'm okay. I'm Drew Heckins. I run a blog site, and I was just interested in your perspective of like why you're here, and I'll take one of these as well.
Yeah. What I like about Women in Black, they were founded in Israel, is that Israeli women
Yeah.
and Palestinian women, when they were allowed to go into Jerusalem, stood together to say they are against
Okay.
the killing on both sides. As mothers and grandmothers, they mourn the deaths of children and sons and daughters and grandchildren on both sides of the war.
Would you say you guys are against the killings or the occupation or both?
Of both.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And Ireland understands because Ireland was occupied,
By the British,
and Ireland supports the Palestinians' right
Okay.
to resist. And I would hope that they would resist non-violently, but an occupied person has a right to resist the occupier.
Right.
And Israel is in the odd position of supposedly protecting the people they are occupying, and
Right.
of course, instead, it's like the Native Americans on the reservations.
Right. Similar.
They're slaughtering them because
Right.
they want the land. When I was there for 2 weeks, I was
Where,
hesitant.
in Israel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hesitant to say, well, I've only been here 2 weeks, but it feels like the attitude towards Palestinians is similar to the way we treated and our attitude towards the First Nation, Native American, Indian people
Right.
in the 80s.
Right.
They're
Okay.
savages. They don't deserve the land. We know better.
You think that's the mentality that has been floating around in Israel? Is that maybe these people are less developed?
Oh yeah, well, there's racism there.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, from what I understood, there's still a lot I could learn, but I would say it's racism, yes. I heard this young Palestinian young man.
Would you say are you for the state of Israel at all? Its existence?
I don't mind. Why don't they don't
Yeah.
they should stop killing people and uprooting olive trees. Let the Gaza fishermen
Do their
catch their fish. Let the food and medicines come into Gaza. Lift the blockades.
right? And I think a
Let
lot
them
of
have water
Right.
and sewage systems.
I don't think a lot of people understand that their flow of medicine is stopped. So these people are enraged about quite a few things.
It's an open air prison.
Yeah. How often do you guys come out?
It's she can tell you more about it. It's every Thursday, 5:30 to 6:30.
Okay. Okay. And you're saying the majority are Jewish?
I'm not. I'm a Quaker.
Okay, you're Quaker. Okay.
But
Okay. Okay. And you're Jewish as well? Okay. All right. I have your stationery. I appreciate your time. All right, thanks a lot.
Judaic principles of justice
Okay.
and freedom,
Justice and freedom.
and social justice
Right.
and economic justice.
And
That's how we've been raised.
Right. And you believe there's a lot of you Jewish people who are against the
Oh yes, I think so.
Okay.
And for the boycott, investment and sanctions also. A lot of Jewish people.
Okay.
A lot of Jewish people visit the Jewish Voice for Peace, the website you go to.
Jewish Force for Peace?
Right.
This is the website. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on their email list now.
Okay. Is it on this?
No, you just Google Jewish Voice for Peace.
Google Jewish Voice for Peace. Okay. 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 I was told to grab another flyer from you because I have something that's different.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I really don't like to get into those discussions.
Okay, no problem. Understood.
I just he has a point of view.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I was speaking about the guy I was just talking to.
Oh, he was debating?
Just kind of burns you up, but he has a point of view, and I don't want
Which
to
was
deny
what?
it. That what is Israel supposed to do?
Okay.
There are only 15 Jews in the world. If Hamas wants to destroy every single Jew in the world, and I just said this is not true.
It's not true.
It's not.
Why do you say it's not true?
Because I believe they have said it isn't true. They would like to have peace. They would like their own country. They would like their own nation state.
Right. Okay.
So I think they are prepared to live within the state of Israel. However, it has to be within the 67 borders.
Yeah.
And Israel is never going to give up the occupied territory. So yeah, there is a stalemate.
Yeah.
But I think people of goodwill and people of peace can sit together and work this out. And I hope that someday they can.
I hope so
we're
too.
here for peace. I mean, we're not taking one side or the other. There have been war crimes on both sides. But look at what the Israelis have done, killing over almost 500 children.
Right.
More children have died than soldiers in this current episode of war.
Wow.
And it's heartbreaking. Every child has a right to life. Every child has a right to life in this country and there. And I think we're all tired of seeing this happen. And that our tax dollars are paying for it. That our tax dollars are paying for it. And we would say it's not in our name. It's not in our name.
Well, I appreciate your time, and
Who are you with?
I'm Drew Hepkins. I have a blog site, drewhepkins.com.
Oh, okay.
And I go to events and I just document what's going on in the street and what people are saying. And I came by your setup here and I saw Free Palestine, which is pretty bold, powerful in New York.
And this corner as well. I mean,
Yeah.
they've been doing this for years.
Yeah, the woman in black.
We have another one which is just anti-war.
Okay.
And we do that every Wednesday. But there are things like this all over the city, so we're not unique. I mean, things like this are happening all over the city. So there are a lot more people who are saying no. There are a lot more people who are saying enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the U.S. is giving money to
Israel.
It's what?
Israel.
I'm sorry, U.S. is giving money to Israel?
For years, in the form of money, in the forms of trade agreements, and in terms of military hardware.
So what about all the money the U.S. is giving to the Palestinian Authority that goes to Hamas?
It doesn't all go to Hamas, so most of that money is really for humanitarian
Oh, of course, I
activities.
guess. But then
Some of
Hamas
it
takes
may,
it
some of it may go to Hamas in Gaza for humanitarian support.
and all the tunnels.
If I remember correctly, I think it was $800 million compared to $3 billion, and this is $3 billion over decades. I mean, aren't you tired of your tax dollars going for this? They are not a poor country; they're a rich country. If they can support themselves, why do we Americans have to
I'm
support
also
them?
tied that the U.S. is supporting giving money to Palestinian Authority in Qatar, Egypt.